Hey, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, the generous donations, everything, the hypes, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring this bell. Let's clear out this energy this evening, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us. So I'm not sure if you heard that first little ding before the bell even started to ring. Someone's thinking about you. They are all in their thoughts. They all in their feelings. Hey sis, and they regret everything that they did. They regret coming for you. They regret trying to take you down repeatedly. They regret everything. Hey, Saida, bottom of the deck, great fortune. See, they didn't know that you was gifted with this great fortune, and these are your spiritual gifts. They didn't know that. They didn't know how valuable you were and still are, just not around them. They didn't know that either. Something about somebody, and now they're realizing it because, I feel like this is karma. Them having to go to court, them having possibly legal issues. Hey, J. Mike. See, it's like now they're in their thoughts because they know that you would be able to help them out. And now it's like, especially since before they gave you their ass to kiss because they didn't think that you had anything. But now they're looking and they see that you have some type of unexpected income. Like maybe you're working on something, maybe you got a side gig, or maybe you just got another job. Or maybe what you already had, just them to pick up. Somebody, they want to send you a message. They want to send you a message to let you know that they are on a totally different path than the last time you saw them. Hey, Yvette. Something also about this mature woman. She's in bad health. And they don't expect her to last much longer. They want to let you know that whatever relationship that they have with that bad health, it's like they no longer are around this person anymore. It's like they divorced themselves from this person. They know in the not too distant future, something is going to happen to this family or within this community that they once belonged. But I don't feel like they're with them any longer. Something about this child or this new idea or possibly even their child. Them and something about, I feel like maybe somebody in this community was doing something to their child that they did once to them. Trying to like have some type of special bond or something. Hey, behaving goals. Something about this family or somebody felt like because they had some type of relationship or whatever with this family that it was okay. See, somebody expected this family to be there. But as you can see, there's nobody in the family room. It's completely empty. So this is just their own unmet expectations. Hey, Nurse Oasis. Hey, Wingseer. And now this person is in despair. You know, it could be that there's this mature man who thought that they was going to come up on some sudden wealth, like biting your rhymes or trying to take whatever you have because you're the one with the great fortune. I don't know why I just heard you're going to be the first millionaire in this family, although you are no longer connected with those people. It's something about somebody thought that they was going to come up on some sudden wealth, but really they're going to end up in poverty. And they know this. This person thought that they were supposed to have this relationship with you that would be able to, they could treat you however they wanted. They could mistreat you. They could abuse you. They could use you. They could talk about you. They could lie about you. And like you wouldn't have the strength to leave. But now they're seeing that that's not the truth, that this relationship is over. And like I said, it's funny how what a difference a day makes. Something that, you were someone that somebody took for granted for a long time. And now that's all changed. Hey, Malcolm. Like I said, somebody's in their thoughts. They can't help but think about you. They can't help but think about how they treated you. And they're regretting this. They're very concerned too. Because you know what? No matter how hard they tried to stop you, no matter how hard they tried to work against you, you still turned out to be the privileged lady. You still turned out to be able to reach, your destiny, no matter how hard. And trust me, they worked really hard. In fact, they were consumed with trying to sow seeds against you because they wanted your gift. They wanted your place in the universe. Somebody wants to come see you. Somebody wants to come see you, and they want to tell you about this thief that's going to prison. How they found out that somebody was trying to take something from them. They, not only did they find out, it's almost like they saw something. And that's whenever they called the police. This is whenever somebody decided that it was time for them to stop their bullshit, stop their shenanigans. And this is whenever they realized that they were not even supposed to have been with those people, siding with those people, because it's like this group kept them stuck. Like they had to work on their confidence. They had to work on what was important. They had to work on them. And now this person is finding out that he should have been, should have been like the wealthy man or somebody that was in high honor. He was supposed to have been with you, not working against you. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody really, really, really regrets not listening to you. I kind of feel like you told this person, you told this person about this thief. And you spoke the truth. You spoke the absolute truth. You told this person hanging out with this group is going to lead you straight to poverty, because this thief is going to take everything from you, take all of your everything that you worked hard for. But you know what? Somebody, that ego, boy, I'm telling you, that must be a motherfucker. You know, being high on your horse, that must be a motherfucker. Because somebody didn't want to listen. They wanted to go down that slippery slope. And they did. Now they are in poverty and they lost their gifts. You know, and it's like now they have to go on this journey on their own path alone. I'm telling you, somebody wants to come see you in the not too distant future, and they want to tell you about this group that worked really hard to take you down. And now, you know, and it's like now they understand why you didn't want to be around this family, because you were the one that was of high honor. And now it's like they're concerned about the part that they played, what they worked, all because they thought that they was going to get some sudden wealth too. That was their expectation. You know, now this person is understanding about certain, I don't know why I was thinking magical words, because it's not a magical word. Loyalty, integrity. Or maybe to this person, those are magical words. Hey, Deborah, you know, because somebody, I feel like they don't know how, they don't know what to do. They're finding out a lot of stuff. It's like the more in regret they are, the more that they felt like, okay, well, I've accepted this, I've accepted that. That's when Spirit says, oh, but let me give you this. Let me show you that too. So it's like the more that this person is, the more that's revealed to this person, I feel the worse they feel. Especially because they were supposed to have been with you. They were supposed to have chose you. This wealthy man could be somebody's child or could have a child, you know, and they were supposed to like been with you and stayed with you 10 toes down, but instead they changed course. I'm telling you, this main male is really in their thoughts, because they're finding that family they had some secrets, some deep dark secrets that they never imagined. Although you had told this person, they just didn't want to listen. Hey, Josie, how are you? Good evening to you. They just didn't want to listen. Either I don't know if this person was timid, if this person was scared, or was weak, but whatever it was, judgment's been called. Judgment has been called, and somebody's not getting this sudden wealth because of what they chose to work on and who they chose to work with. Now they want to, you know, like I said, send you this message about this mature woman who is in really bad health. I don't feel like they feel like she's going to make it. I don't feel like you really care. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, the soul archetype. Yeah, she is not going to make it. And you know, and this may be where this unexpected income is coming from, but it's not like the way that somebody thought that it was going to be. You know, I feel like they're going to get a phone call, you know, from this mature man, letting them know that that woman didn't make it. And I don't even feel like that unexpected income is really going to be any unexpected income, unless you consider $10 each income. Well, I guess it would be some type of income, but not what they was expecting. So I guess that would be unexpected if you think that you're gonna get a big payout only to find out that everybody only gets $10. Hell, that's not even enough for lunch. That's not even enough for breakfast. Breakfast is $12. What's the message, Spirit? What else? Thank you. Yeah, somebody's doing really, really bad. They are doing real bad. And something about this is somebody within that community. And that message that they're going to receive is going to change everything. Now somebody expects you, this privileged lady, they expect, they have some type of expectation with you. This main female and this mature woman, they had this secret going on, how they was going to get this money from this wealthy male, because they saw that this wealthy man was of high honor, but this wealthy male did something that is in despair and in regret, and they can't get it off their mind because all they can do is think about you. This mature man is sitting there telling the wealthy male who thought that they was going to take you out, cancel you out, and they was just going to get all the riches and the fame and the clout and the glory and everything else. Now this mature man is letting them know, no, that's not how it's working at all. Because now you have this house. Now you're the one that's getting a great fortune. Yeah, I feel like somebody is really regretting everything that they've done. And they found out a little bit too late that you was telling the truth. But they would have found out right on time had they believed you, had they actually listened to you. See, somebody thought that you was here to play. And they played themselves. Bottom of the deck, strength. I feel like this person didn't realize you were as strong as you were, and strong in spirit as you are, as strong spiritually as you are. See, this person thought that, you was kind of wishy-washy, and that, you was like, you was the one that was easily swayed, like you was the one that could easily be taken off of, distracted and removed, and like you wouldn't say anything. See, this person didn't expect you to own your own company. They didn't expect you to get this great position. They didn't expect you to be the one that has all the money. They expected it to be them. But it's you're the one that's getting the victory, and this person now is in the misery because of what they thought they was going to get. They thought that they had this great opportunity. But see, that opportunity was working with the wrong people. These were the people that they were that was working against you. You told them this. Now this person is sitting here holding his head like, damn, why didn't you listen? Why didn't they listen about what you said about this group? Because you told this person this group was going to take you for everything that you got. This group is going to, they're going to use you. They're going to do this, they're going to do that. But see, somebody didn't want to listen. Hey, Naveen, how are you? Somebody was expecting to get their wishes fulfilled. They thought that their wishes was going to come in. They was expecting, to get the big payout, and they was planning on everything, how they was going to be so happy, how they was going to spend the money, what they was going to do, and how they was going to leave you out, only to find out it didn't happen. This person almost feels blindsided, like they didn't expect it to happen. I mean, they expected it to happen, but like it didn't happen, and they were shocked. Like, wait, what just happened? See, this person didn't realize that you and everything about you, your money, your position, everything was being protected. This person didn't realize that, you was going to be the one that was owning your own company. You was going to be the one that was going to be there to help them, to show them what they needed to do if they wanted to be that wealthy man. But instead, they listened to somebody else. Confirmation. They listened to somebody else who had them invest in everything in this witch, only to find out that nothing was growing. Absolutely nothing was growing. Now that everything is ended, now their heart is broken. Now they don't understand what's going on, and they're the ones that's in regret and despair. They're the ones that's holding their heart. They're the ones that's trying to figure out what the fuck are they going to do now. And then they look at you, and you're doing great. This person is trying to figure out, how did they not see it? What made them choose what they chose? Like, why didn't they listen? You know, they want to sit there and say that they was being manipulated, but whenever you told them, do you think that you're being manipulated? They was so egotistical. I can never be manipulated. Now they want to come to you and they want to let you know they was being manipulated. Instead of choosing you, they chose to have secrets about you. They chose to work on the side of somebody or this group that wanted to take you out. See, they didn't realize, or maybe they just didn't know, you had already been down that road before. That you knew that, you wasn't going to sit here and continue with this war, continue with this struggle. You knew it was time for you to separate yourself, so you didn't even have to worry about it. Someone didn't realize that you were strong all by your damn self. You didn't need them. And you went ahead and you closed that cycle. Now somebody is finding out that they're stuck. They're stuck in a position and they're so pissed off. That's why they left this group, this family, whoever it was. They're realizing they should have had some discernment, discernment of spirits, discernment of energy, discernment of everything, especially whenever you told them what was going to happen to them. And now they're looking at you. You're the one that's got the money. The one thing that they felt was so important that they was willing to sell you out. Now they don't have anything. They're looking at you and you have everything that you could possibly want. Everything that you could possibly need. You got the money, you're happy, you're safe, you're secure. Hey, Shaylin. Something about some type of communication is coming in. About a possible job. And they feel like, with this job, it's like, and like some type of message about this job. They really need this so that they can get back on their feet. But something about it, it's with this group that they was working with, somebody has said something negative about it or about them. And now this person has realized why they was waiting for this job. They was waiting for this information. They was waiting for the call, and the call never came. And when they found out why the call never came, I feel like they wanted to really fight this person. And this is somebody that they had known for a long time. They wanted to whoop this person's motherfucking ass because they realized that the person that they had put you down for, or the group that they had put you down for, was the same group that was fucking them up. You had told them that. You told them that. But see, they didn't want to believe what you were saying because they wanted to believe the crowd. They wanted to feel like they belonged, only to find out that they don't belong there at all. Now somebody is shocked. They're shocked. And this person is doing, the more they research they do, the more shocked they become. And I don't even know why this person is acting so shocked, because you told them. You were so loving, so kind. You put your heart there and you told them everything. You said, listen, I'm exposing all of this shit. But instead, they wanted to believe the lie. They wanted to believe the manipulator. They wanted to believe this master magician, this warlock, this wizard. That's what they wanted to believe. Now it's like they have nothing but the truth. And it's like now they're sitting here looking at their money, trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do, how they can rub two nickels together to give a little bit more than a dime, because they know that dime is not going to get them anything. And that unexpected income they thought that was coming in, well, all $10 of that, well, they're going to have $10.10. This person is putting their head in their hands. They can't sleep. They can't eat. All they can do is just think about all the stuff that you told them. Everything that you said is going round and round and round. This person looks different. This person acts different. They in a depression, whereas they used to laugh and jokey joke and all this stuff. They ain't doing none of that shit now because ain't shit funny. They stay into themselves. I'm telling you, they are in regret for how they treated you. The shit that they did to you, how they treated you, which was totally disrespectful and totally uncalled for. Now they have to be, they got their head in their hands. Like, why did I do that? Why did I allow myself to do that? Because you was too weak to stand up. You was too weak to listen. You was too weak to say something. You was too weak to look the devil in the eye and say, fuck off. Now they don't feel too weak. Now they're really upset. Now they want to let that shit out. But they can't take it out on you anymore because you're gone. They made this judgment call about this person who was supposed to have been like the emperor, somebody that they was supposedly following, that they thought that, that's the one that's going to get me to the finish line. Yeah, they sure the fuck did get you to the finish line. To the broke finish line. To the homeless finish line. To the I got to sleep in my damn car now finish line. Following a fucked up individual whenever you told them, don't do that, you're going to regret that. Hey. And they sitting here thinking that you didn't know. You knew all along. Now this person is finally waking up to the fact that you knew. And that's why they didn't want to listen to you. Because they didn't want to validate your spiritual gifts. They didn't want to, they said, I don't believe in all that shit. They making all that shit up. Okay, well, who making the shit up now? Who making the shit up now? They may have responsibilities like child support. And you know, if you can't pay that shit, you ain't got to worry about being homeless because they're going to lock your ass the fuck up. You don't have to worry about feeding yourself. You get 3 warm bologna and government cheese sandwiches a day. You're going to be physically fit because you're going to have to learn how to protect yourself. All because somebody didn't want to listen. And maybe it's because you was a woman. Maybe it was because you were spiritual. Maybe it was because they felt like you knew it all. You didn't feel like you knew it all, but you had seen that person before. You knew that type. You felt the energy. You peeped their game. Game recognized motherfucking game. And this young-minded motherfucker, apparently ain't been on the streets at all to even recognize who was running game. Now they want to come and they want to apologize. Now they want to give you your flowers. Now they want to tell you how apologetic they are. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you're so sorry. You sorry because you discounted somebody who was loving towards you. Yes, you sorry. Now all they can do is want to, go to calmer waters. They want forgiveness. They want to put all this behind them. Now all they can do is think about the times that they used to have, but right now they feeling left out, they feeling broke, they feeling lonely, they feeling used, they feeling abused. All because they wanted to listen to somebody who felt like, they was big king ding-a-ling. Be careful who you follow. And why follow anybody? Why not be your own leader? Why not forge your own path? See, they didn't want to listen to you because you could have been somebody's mama. You could have been, they didn't feel like you was worthy enough. They didn't feel like you was street smart enough. You didn't know enough. You wasn't book smart enough. You knew it all. You knew it all, but yet they want to sit here and sneak and hide. They want to go run after somebody else. Go run after somebody else and let me know how I feel. Let me know what it's like. Hey, Latasha, how are you, sweetie? Let me know, because I really want to hear this shit. They now they realize that they had a real relationship with an earth angel, and they fucked that shit up. They fucked it up. Now somebody feel like, oh my God, they laying in a fetal position trying to heal their heart. They ain't got shit to say now, but they sure did have a lot to say about you before. Now this person feeling like they was a fool. They just jumped in. I was a fool. And for the longest, they were sitting here trying to put these knives in your back until you fucking walked away. They thought you was the fool. You knew exactly what that fool was doing. You knew, but you had that love for this person. So you didn't want to leave them behind until you had no other choice. You got tired of being disrespected. You got tired of being ignored. You got tired of being used. You got tired of them trying to put swords in your back. You got tired of being the motherfucking joke. Well, who's the fucking joke now? Who laughing now? It ain't that ass. Hey, Letitia, how are you? Yeah, somebody is really going within and they looking at themselves good, hard, and proper like, which is what they should have fucking did before. Look at yourself, motherfucker, for you try and sit there and discount something that somebody with a good heart is trying to tell you. They have no choice but to look at themselves. Everybody that they know is calling them a fool. Everybody they know is like, man, you dumb. Sis, you stupid. Hey, Marcia, how are you? They gave all their money to the fucking devil. They gave it all to the fucking devil. Like, who the fuck does that dumb shit? Especially when an earth angel says, think twice. Don't do it. This is good advice. Especially whenever you was there for them. But see, the devil said, oh, I know how to really get you some more. I know how to get you to the finish line. And like I said, they at that motherfucker right now. And they like, damn, this was not the finish that I was expecting. But this is what they get. This is what they get for how they treated you. See, that wheel of fortune is not turning in their favor anymore for this bullshit that they was trying to do. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, that family. That family that they felt was so important. That ain't no motherfucking family. They call that a motherfucking coven. You better learn your words. Thinking you so fucking street smart. Hell no, you ain't street smart. That's why everybody calling you dumb. They and you know what? And then and whenever somebody was talking bad about you, they didn't even defend you. They ain't even defend you. They ain't say, no, that's not it. That's not it. Now they was jumping in and they was like, yeah, and don't forget this. Oh, wait, I got another one. Don't forget that. All because they was trying to be with the devil. Well, how you like that motherfucker? How you like the devil? They sitting there calling you the devil. Shit. If so, you sure did pick the wrong one. And there can't be two. Shit, how the fuck are you trying to be the devil whenever you giving them everything? You ain't taking shit. You giving it to them. You telling them the right shit and they following the wrong shit. They following somebody they thought was up on their game, but they thought had some motherfucking money. All this motherfucker had was lip service and was talking out the crack of their motherfucking ass. That was it. Hey, Reborn Again Dynasty. Hey, Miss Type Creations. How are you? That was it. And they looked at you like you was simple-minded. Please. What's the message, Spirit? So they don't think that now. They don't think that you're simple-minded anymore. They know why you took your space. They know why you closed that door. They know why you deadbolted that motherfucker too. See, they don't think you, because you knew you was not allowing nobody to come in and steal from you. You told the motherfucker. You said, listen, Linda. You don't want to hang around that crew. I dealt with that shit before. Them ain't your friends. Them ain't your little friends. And they sitting there looking at you like you weird because you don't want to be around that. Hell to the no. They should have checked themselves when they saw you step away. That was their first That was the biggest indication. Maybe I need to check myself, for I wrecked my motherfucking self. You know? They should have looked at themselves whenever, who was giving what and who was trying to take. That's a big difference. That's a big clue right there. To sit there and then be in regret because you done lost everything. That don't make a motherfucking sense. That don't make sense. Even whenever you was starting to lose shit, you didn't stop to think, wait a minute, I'm starting to lose some shit. Let me retract, let me redirect, let me think about this. They know I'm not trying to do nothing for nobody because I got to make sure I'm okay. Nope, not this knucklehead. This knucklehead was like, hey, get the money gun because I'm tired of doing this with my money. Let's load up the money gun. You know, come on now. What is the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yes. Now somebody, they trying to hold on to their little pinnacle. Now they want to come in, they want to apologize, they want to have a conversation with you. They want to tell you, yeah, you were so strong and you were so this and you were so that, and they should have followed your lead. And yeah, I bet you do want to say that shit now, especially when shit you need help. Especially since judgment was called. Now somebody can see your spiritual gifts. Now somebody is starting to wake the fuck up. They waking the fuck up that, you know what? They followed the wrong one. They should have been asking God for some assistance, not the motherfucking devil. Holla if you hear me. They invested in the wrong one. They thought that they was going to be invested in somebody was going to be slick Rick, you know, massaging their little dick. They sure did massage that motherfucker, and now they know the truth. They know the truth about that, and now they so mad they want to fight. Fight who? Yourself? You gonna fight yourself for being stupid? What you gonna do? Punch yourself in the eye? Get yourself in the stomach? What you gonna do? Huh? How you gonna really hurt yourself? You can't like crack your own back over your own knee. That's impossible. This could have been a child of yours. This could have been a child of yours. You told that dumb motherfucker, listen here, you dumb motherfucker. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just letting you know you acting stupid. So I'm trying to get your fucking attention. Now somebody want to watch you and see how protected you are, how you protected yourself. How you refuse to allow somebody to take you down a fucking road that you just lost everything. Now you's all upset and depressed and overburdened. Shit, I mean, like, come on. Come the fuck on. What's the message, Spirit? That's too many. Yeah, somebody, they don't know what they gonna do. And we don't know either. But you know, it's like that you sat there, you told them, you were showing them so much love, you were showing them so much patience. You know, you had nothing but unconditional love. But see, this person, they wasn't thinking. They wasn't thinking. They was trying to work against you. They wasn't trying to work with you. And whatever they was trying to put in, it didn't work. You know? And now they want to heal, but they're having a hard time healing. I bet you are. It's hard to heal yourself whenever you find yourself broke, busted, and disgusted. What's the message, Spirit? All because somebody thought that you didn't know what you was talking about. Well, let that be a lesson to them. I bet you they're not going to discount you, whatever you got to say anymore. They're going to listen with both ears, both eyes, the nose, everything. Every orifice that they got is going to be listening to everything that you got to say. Because you know, shit, you had already been through enough. You have been through enough for you to tell somebody else that's not the way that you want to go. You're going to regret this shit. What's the message, Spirit? What else? Yeah, I feel like I keep seeing that five. I was going to say, I keep seeing that 501. Somebody, they so mad, they want to fight because they know the truth. They know the truth. They can't help but to see the truth. When they called their bank and their bank said, your account is negative $400 and something, they was like, wait, what? Oh my gosh, I need money. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay that. And they sitting here thinking about all this bullshit that they was doing in the past. You know how they just knew they was going to get something. They are going to get something. They're about to get locked up. They're about to be, for real in need. See, they thought that their money was never going to stop. They thought they had some long money. No, you ain't got no long money when you're dealing with the devil. You only got long money when you pledge your life and your love and your commitment to the Lord. The one that's up here. Not Lord Farquhar or whatever. See, something about their cars even getting fucked up. They depressed about that shit. All because they didn't see that you had their best interest at heart, that they didn't feel like they could be happy with you. Maybe you didn't look like you was cool enough. But you looking pretty cool right now. You looking like you the best thing since sliced bread right now. Like there is none cooler than you. No, sir. They looking at you like, you know what? I give you my cornbread. Shit. Somebody better. This is a good lesson for somebody to learn. This is a good lesson about who really can protect themselves and who really can't. Because if they was looking at the outside and they thought, oh no, that person, they can't really protect themselves. They fucked themselves up because you had to have that strong heart, that courage. You can't be timid. You can't be sitting there letting people say this bullshit about somebody, especially you care about that person, especially that person been there for you. You can't do that. You tell somebody, yo, you may not like, check this out, player, check this out. You may not like them, but that's my boo. That's my friend. That's my mother. That's my whoever. If I hear some old slick shit come out your motherfucking mouth one more time, I'm going to let you determine how many motherfucking teeth you want to lose. That's when you get up in there and you pop, so that they know that you serious. Shit. Fuck all that bullshit. You probably told that person, hey, if you afraid to do it, I'll protect you against that person. They didn't want to listen to that either. I bet you they want to listen to that shit now. I bet you they want to call you right now so you can go over there with your little slugger and slug a rug a dug. Somebody, they thought that you was timid, because you pray. Because you say, no, I'm not going to do all that shit. I'm going to let God handle it. Because you treat people the way that you want to be treated. Because you nice, because you was kind to this person, because you gave to this person, because you used to pray for this person. They didn't know how strong you were. They didn't know about your spiritual strength. They didn't know about your ranking. But I bet you that ass know now. Bet you that ass know now. And then they want to act like they're so mad. Where was that madness whenever all this bullshit was happening? Where was that shit at? What's the message, Spirit? They all in their thoughts. Too damn bad. Too fucking bad. You know, somebody need to look, they need to really look within, do some for real soul searching, and find that damn soul. They need to find some soul. They need to find that courage. They need to let those, you know, the testicles drop. They got to do something besides sit there and just be an easy target. That's the worst. Being a fucking easy target. You letting the devil just twist you and turn you and bend you like a pretzel, bend you over, bend your back, bend you up, bend you down, and then leave your ass fucking broke with a wet ass. That shit don't make fucking sense. At least not to me. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? See, yeah, so somebody knew, and then they had the nerve to think whenever you left, they'll be back. I don't think they think that shit now. I don't think they think that shit anymore. This person is upset. You know, they thinking that whatever they did too much. And they're afraid for that karma to come back in. Because they know that whatever curse they tried to curse you, that shit is on its way back. They sitting there looking in the distance like, damn, is that it? Is that the curse that's coming in? What is that? Is that a, please let that be a shooting star, not this curse coming in, because I don't know if I could deal with that shit. Somebody feel like, you know what? They kind of feel like they want to just stop right now. Because they don't want to face the karma. They don't know if they can make it through that motherfucking karma. Because they know what the shit that they was trying to put you through. They know how evil in the heart they felt. How they was trying to take you down. How they was trying to break your ass. But see, they don't want that shit to come back on them because they just got a little bit of karmic sprinkles. They ain't really even got the karmic rain. This is just a light, very light mist. This is the kind of mist that you go outside, like if you just got your hair straight pressed or something like that, just came from out the beauty chair, and it's that little light mist, and you like, oh shit, is this a mist? Or maybe I can run to my car. By the time you run to your car, your hair's done fucked up. See, this ain't even really the rain yet. And then after the rain, you got the torrential downpour. Then after the torrential downpour, then they know it's going to flood. They don't think they can make it through the torrential downpour, let alone that flood. And they sitting there looking at you like, damn, they remember whenever you went through your own rain, your own downpour, your own flood, and they shocked that you made it through. You made it through. They don't think they're that strong. Especially hanging out with Beelzebub over here. See, they sat there and they let themselves get suckered. Hey, Jazzy Jazz. They let themselves get suckered. And what was you supposed to do? Sit there and watch them? No. You chose to leave. Because you knew what was going on when they didn't think you knew. Shit, you knew. You have been through this shit before. You've seen this shit before. You watched other people go through this shit before. You went through your own shit. You was trying to help somebody else out. You was trying to get somebody else up on game because you was telling them the motherfucking truth. This motherfucker act like they didn't hear you. You see how she posed under the card. Like, okay. All right, then. Go on, do your thing. Do your thing. I hear from you soon enough. Now somebody want to come and they want to tell you everything. And you even told them, yo, you going to tell me everything. They was like, I ain't going to tell you everything. I bet you they're going to tell you everything now. They're going to sing like a motherfucking canary. They're going to be like, and you're going to be like, damn, wait, slow down, slow down, slow down. They're going to sing like a motherfucking canary. What's the message? Oh, because they thought that you was stupid. Like you didn't have a clue. Like you couldn't see. You was just quiet. You was the Queen of Swords. You wasn't talking about nothing. You and the High Priestess. You was seeing it, but you wasn't saying it. And whenever you did say it, you told them the 100% unadulterated truth. No filter. Straight to the point with no motherfucking chaser. You wasn't sugarcoating shit. You let them know, the motherfucking end. This is it, point blank, baby. If they didn't like how it came out, too damn bad. But it's the truth. Now they sitting there saying, damn, I should have listened. Sure should have. At least you would have had some money left. I just saw the 10 of Pentacles, but it didn't come out. Sure should have. Hi, Original. Hi, Original. I like that. How are you? Oh, thank you so very much, Jesky. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much. Yeah. See, they thought they was gonna be working with the best witch ever. Yeah, okay. Well, that witch turned into a bitch, huh? You know, they thought that they was gonna be doing the damn thing. Yeah, you sure did. You sure are. You doing the whole damn thing. Without the collective. Because the collective said, we don't want that thing. You can keep that shit but to yourself. They thought that you was going to come back. Like you was going to become on your knees. Oh, I miss you. I can't take it. Please. I'll do whatever you say. You was like, good luck, motherfucker. Good luck. Salute. Now they know. Now they are well aware of some shit. My dog. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. All because they thought that they was getting away with some shit. What you gonna get away with? Tell me a lie that go on in the dark that don't come to the light. Tell me which one. There is none. Like I said, everything that goes in the dark, it gonna come to the light. So why not just be honest? Why not just go in the direction that you intend on finishing up? Why have to go all the way down to have to struggle to come back up? Because you want to listen to somebody who was purposely trying to fuck you up. That's all I'm saying. Valid question to me. Yeah. See, now somebody, it's like they was doing some shit for the longest. It's going to be a long, hard struggle for this person. They're going to feel like they delivering mail in the fucking snow. It's going to be a long, hard struggle. And at night, you know? But see, this person now, they want to get on the right track. They want to move forward. Especially since the sun is out and the truth is out. And they can't hide shit. They can't hide shit because they know this is who they was representing. This is who they thought was so cool at one point. All these curses, all this shit. They thought that this was so cool. Hanging out with the devil who's in a public restroom, sitting on the motherfucking toilet. that motherfucker's just nasty. And then they looking at you. You getting victory. You self-sufficient, independent, looking good in the motherfucker. You got your own company. You're working. Like I said, you building your own company up. You doing the damn thing. What the fuck? And now they want to come and they want to ask for peace with you. They want to have some type of healing with you. Now they want to recognize that, you know what, you the wave maker, you the matriarch, you the empress, especially since their shit has changed and they're going to this tower. I bet they want to come back to you. They sure the fuck do. All of these secrets, all these lies, all that bullshit that they said about you, all of that, they have to go within because they had to look at themselves and look at where they really at, looking like a fucking drug addict in the alley, on the street, And then here they are looking at you. Your shit is looking nice and rosy. You knew what the fuck you was talking about. That's why you doing good. And they's like, damn, I could have had that, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you didn't, motherfucker. They thought that they was really doing a damn thing. Somebody was telling them, yeah, this, that, and the other. Do it, do it, do it, do it. And they was doing it too. Like they was getting some type of clout. Like they was making a name for themselves. Like they was up on Front Street really doing it. They thought that they was going to have, if they continued to act like some type of, did all this crazy shit, that they were going to have some type of power over you. Police! You can't even control yourself. You think that you can control somebody else? Everybody else was looking at you like, damn, are you really doing that stupid shit? I guess they are. Oh, well. See, they finding out now you the one that had the power all along because you could control yourself. You was a leader. You wasn't no follower. You was giving them the good advice. You was telling them what was right. Hey, Egg Straight. How are you, Gigi Straight? Hey. Yeah, now they sitting here crying over fucking spilled milk. I don't know why. I don't know why. They were sitting here working with somebody who was trying to cook some shit up, thinking that they should go this way because this one got this all this. They told themselves, they told that lie. I mean, they lied to that person that says, yeah, I started right here, but now I'm right here. Yeah, okay. All they did was just give them something funny in their cup so that they could drink that shit and be like, oh yeah. See, they didn't want to believe you whenever you said no, because they didn't like your spirituality. That's what it was. They felt like it was weird. It was taboo. Like, no, what's taboo is you going to somebody's church and you in there and you watching all these people and they doing all this shit only to find out that wasn't even a church. That was really an undercover coven. That's fucking taboo. That's it. They could have been listening to some fucking Leo who was doing some moon magic, going to the graveyards, getting this graveyard dirt, trying to do some spells. Yeah, just to keep this person looking like a fucking fool. Trying to create a situation, trying to paint a picture like it was this. Getting somebody to fall into it, just to fall in line, you don't have to, just go ahead and jump off the side. We got you. Don't even worry about it. Jump, crisscross and make it, jump, a daddy make a that whatever that bullshit. They did, instead of them appreciating you, they didn't. They wanted to go with something else. They thought that they was going to get all the pleasure in the world, and only to find out that they got all the confusion in the world. This is somebody that was drinking a lot. They was partying a lot until they drank one too many of them poisonous drinks. The whole time you sitting here just like a kindergarten teacher, sweet, loving, kind, gentle, doing your own motherfucking thing, living the righteous life. Not meaning that you perfect, but you doing what's right. Now this person sitting here looking at you on the internet, and they know that there's nothing that they can do because this shit is dead. They killed it. They know that they fucking killed it. You know, you had it, this was like they had something solid with you. They had something solid with your ass. But yet they sat there and let somebody dress up a whole situation, you know. Oh no, it's not like this. I know you remember these memories, but it's not like this. It's really like this. Only to find out that that wasn't even the truth. They allowed somebody in their motherfucking head. They allow somebody to manipulate them. Talking about something, I can't be manipulated. My mind is too strong to be manipulated. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And while that devil was sitting on that old nasty ass public toilet talking about do this and do that. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody want to come towards you now. Now that they know the truth. Now that everything is out in the sun, they want to come to you. They feel like they really need you. And especially since this whole relationship that you was in with them has failed. And it only failed because of they funky ass. That's why the shit failed. It wasn't that you did anything. You didn't do anything wrong. And you know what? You was even sitting there like, damn, how did this shit even go like this? Like when you left, you was like, why did I even have to leave? I can't believe that this motherfucker is doing this. I can't believe this. And you know, you went through your own 7 stages. You was upset, you was angry, you was confused, you was sad, you was crying, you was this, you was that. Then finally you said, you know what, I'm gonna pick my motherfucking self up. I'm gonna just do me. And that's exactly what you started doing, was you. And you ain't stopped doing it yet. Now let this person's time to go through the 7 stages. What's the message, Spirit? They're trying to figure out what the fuck they was really trying to do. Besides trying to fucking hurt you. They didn't hurt you. They fucking hurt themselves. They chose their own weapon. Was it the blade? Was it the knife? Was it the shank? Whatever the shit was. They thought they was hurting you. Nope. They allow somebody to play in their energy and trick them out their motherfucking spot. They didn't want to make no peace with you. They didn't want to make peace with you. They didn't want to, be kind, caring. They didn't want to show you no compassion. Absolutely, positively, no compassion. They wanted to be cold as a motherfucking ice cube to you. They didn't give a shit if you fell down and hurt your leg. They would be like, yeah, well, okay, well, whatever, bitch. They just had nothing for you, nothing. Now they want you to help them up. Ain't that some shit? Now that they understand that God got your back. God got your back and gave you everything that you needed. And you was happy. You still are happy, but that's why your ass walked away from this old motherfucking goony goo goo motherfucker. Thinking that they was controlling the situation. Talking about something, I can't be manipulated. Only to find out this motherfucker was manipulating them the whole motherfucking time. That's why you left them right where they stood in the middle of the chaos and the confusion so that they could find out the hard way that you wasn't the one that was bringing them the chaos or the confusion. Because whenever you left and they were still with the chaos and the confusion, they was like, well, wait a minute. I can't blame collective no more because I'm still going through the bullshit. Exactly. Any bells ringing? Did any lights come on when the elevator went all the way up to the 12th floor? Or did the elevator go all up to the top floor? What's the message? Hey, Real is Cash. How are you? Hey, Patrick. How are you? You know? Yeah, somebody was trying to really get you. Only for them to be got. Okay? They was, and then it's like on top of that, they're finding out that people really love and adore you. They're finding out that people really, really appreciate you because you know what? You this earth angel. You not one to be fucked with. Even though they was trying to fuck with you, they found out that shit coming back on them quickly. In this whole motherfucking magician. Like I said, you left them there with that magician. You was like, oh, okay, that's your friend. That's how you look at me. Yeah, for sure and for real. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Kenta, how are you? Oh, blessings back to you. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate y'all. You know, it's like, come on. People got to grow the fuck up. People got to start thinking for themselves. 2025, this is the end. 2026, oh, you get right or get left behind. Get right or get fucked up. Get right or get fucked up. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, they thought it was going to be you that was suffering. It was you that was telling them the truth so that they wouldn't have to suffer. But they wanted to suffer. They wanted to find out for themselves. Yeah. You was telling them the truth. Shit. But they were sitting there believing somebody that was making up something that was seducing them, Oh, I think we back. Okay. They want to listen to somebody who was dressing the whole situation up, putting something funny in their cup, trying to get their mind all fucked up. Now they all disappointed. And they sitting here watching you successful, victorious, you working, you're in your life purpose, you doing the damn thing. And then on top of that, here you are is strong, courageous. They didn't think that you was going to be able to do it, but yet here they are trying to think about how cruel that they were to you and how they was trying to get overpower you, trying to get dominion over you. That's some cruel ass motherfucking shit right there. That is some cruel ass shit. Like, why would you even think about doing that to another person when you don't want that shit done to you? That lets you know that person need to get their mind right. Just like shit don't even come in my area. Your ancestors ain't even letting this motherfucker around until they get their ass together. If they never get their ass together, you'll never see them again. And the only reason they would even come around is to beg for your motherfucking forgiveness because that motherfucker know they was wrong. Like I said, they don't think that they can go through the karma. Not because of the shit that they put you through. And they thinking about how much shit they put you through. And they know all of it was uncalled for. Every last part of it was uncalled for. And they don't want none of it. But they afraid of it. See, That's how you know when you're doing wrong. That's how you know. If you can't sit here and put yourself in somebody else's shoes thinking, okay, well, you know what? If a bunch of motherfuckers ganged up on me and beat my ass down and spoke ill of my name and tried to get me to lose everything and tried to do this and tried to do that, am I going to be able to make it through? If the answer is I don't know, if the answer is hell no, if the answer is I don't think so, then stop doing the dumb shit. Even if you go, yeah, I can make it through that shit, then the answer is really no, because you wouldn't be able to. Stop doing the dumb shit. It's time to grow the fuck up. What's the message, Spirit? And you only as cool as a leader that you are, not being no motherfucking follower. Don't nobody want no motherfucking follower. The fuck? What's the message, Spirit? Yes, allowing somebody to cook up some shit. Well, that motherfucker that was cooking up some shit, helped this motherfucker to ruin their life. Ruined everything. They had it so good. Ruined everything. Hey, Angelique. How are you, sweetie? Mm-hmm. You know, like you wasn't supposed to be able to protect yourself and stand 10 toes down for yourself when they was trying to put you in some type of box. Fuck that. Fuck you think that you dealing with? Not a real ninja with a hard R, that's for damn sure. Shit. Not a real one. That's for damn sure. See, they didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you to be happy. That's what's the fucked up part. See, they thought they was going to be happy, but they didn't want you to be happy. That's how you know. See, and somebody they know, they sitting there watching you. They can't help but to watch you. Ooh, they cannot help but to watch you. They glued to they screen, whether it's their phone, a laptop, an iPad, whatever, your window. This motherfucker can't help but to watch you. And they know that they ain't got shit coming. They ain't got a motherfucking thing coming except a hard time or hard time. They ruined this. They ruined it. You know? And here you are was trying to give them some good advice, trying to let them know what's up. Well, I guess that they get to figure that shit out by themselves now. Now they get to figure out what the fuck is really going on. Spirit said, go on about your business. Go on about your business. It's time for this motherfucker to transform for the better. Because this person time is up. You concentrate on you. You know that you are a heavenly host. You know that you are a money magnet. And now they are in prayer, honey. Let me let you know. Something about Gemini. You know, these relatives, communications, siblings, creative, technology. And this entire time they was out for your blood. Only to find out that it's their blood that we saw in the bathtub. And then they know that the trust is gone. They know they fucked all of that shit up. They really didn't realize that you was part of a tight clique yourself. 144,000. They didn't realize that you was part of a tight clique and that you was giving them some true love. Now they are seeing the truth. And they want to act all motherfucking confused. Huh? Please, you should have fact-checked that shit before you jumped off the deep end. Don't nobody feel sorry for that. Nobody. And this motherfucker is super triggered. I bet you he is or she is super triggered. Especially whenever you know you gave up your entire life for, you fucked up your entire life believing a fucking lie. Somebody played the fool because they acted like they didn't get the message. And they did a lot behind the scenes. You fucked up your entire life believing a fucking lie. And the bad thing is, deep down inside, they knew that shit was a lie. They just thought that you was a fool. You wasn't a fool, but they are. Now they have to sit back and watch your whole story unfold. And it's without them. Now they got to go find themselves. See, they were supposed to be part of your story. But instead, they canceled themselves out. And they talking about something they got this mental conflict. I'm telling you, they listen to everything except for the truth. And you're going to get a new opportunity soon. Yep. In fact, you're getting something that you want. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you. Devil whispered in somebody's ear. And they was like, what did you just say, devil? Did you say that shit is going to be fun? How much it costs? Everything. When you say everything, you mean everything? Devil was like, no, I don't really mean everything. Don't take my words like I really mean it. They was like, oh, okay. Count me in. In fact, put my name down there twice. Stupid ass. What's the message, spirit? See, the whole time, your archangels they stay on the ready. That's why these motherfuckers could not get at you or get to you. They was like, damn. See, because they don't scare nobody's kids, at least not you. They scared this, they scared this foolish person. You know, somebody was messing around with Orion. They should have tread very lightly with that one. Shit, because you know what? You are one with self. You have inner strength. That's what they didn't realize. That you have a lot of inner strength that they couldn't even fuck with. They couldn't even fathom. What's the message, spirit? If they know it now, you know, they was thinking about, in theory, that you was going to come back begging me, please, down on my knees. No. If you said anything, you was like, motherfucker, don't you ever try and mock me. That may have been the only thing that you said. What's the message, spirit? Yep. Something about 3 to 5 years ago. And now whatever they was trying to do, it backfired. But see, they realizing that what's good for the goose is also good for the gander. And they feel stupid. They feel stupid because the secret is out. The secret is out. And once again, time is up. What else, spirit? Anything else? Time is up. Get yourself together. Up. And you know it's bad when Satan thinks you're dumb. You know that shit is bad. And Satan was the one who was like, yeah, come on in. See, they realized that they was dealing with a straight up hypocrite. And they need your help now. They trying to wave the white flag that says, help, help. This old ass fool. And they don't realize that you had some invisible protection. Your archangels, your ancestors, oh, they was there. They stay on the ready. Something about maybe this person didn't feel right because you read tarot or you look at tarot or you listen to tarot or you had tarot cards or whatever. But see, what this person didn't realize about you is that you also have that shaman energy. Hello? See, that's what they didn't realize. Instead of them being all weirded out that you spiritual. They should have been weirded out that that motherfucker was a fucking devil. That's the shit that should have been taboo. Ooh, hey, lies never stuck. How are you, sweetie? Hey, We Chosen, how are you? Did I say hello, Mistype Creations? If not, I'm saying it now. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Yep. You got your security. You got all your archangels. You got your ancestors. You got God. And you already know, as you sow, you shall reap. This is what this person needed to find out. What you put out there, trust and believe, is going to be coming back. Yep. This person had these intuitive nudges, but they chose to ignore them. They should have trusted their own guides. And see, they didn't know how strong you was. I'm going to tell you, you beat the dog shit out the devil. Okay? The devil don't even fuck around with you. Whenever the devil see you coming, the devil's like, excuse me, madam. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Pardon me. You get your motherfucking respect. You ain't afraid to get busy with the motherfucking devil. That devil's afraid to get busy with you. But see, this person, they want some compassion. They want some empathy. They want you to feel bad for them. They want you to hold them tightly. But this motherfucker was a willing participant. And if you're gonna hold them tightly, it might be around their neck. But you don't want to do all that. And see, really, you in the spirit of I don't give a fuck. Especially whenever somebody was trying to take you down. They was trying to come after you. When you've been nothing but good to them, you could be a 22 master vibration or something. You know? See, somebody need to remember that they write their own book of life. Why not make it a good story? Why have to sit there and talk about something? And then, because I was fucking around with the devil, and I lost everything, and then I had to do this, and then I had to do that, and then this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Why have that sad sob story? You can start off with that, but then you learned that the God was the way. And then that's when you got yourself together and you started helping other people instead of you sitting there saying, and you know what? They told me over and over and over and over and over again, but I didn't believe them. Somebody feeling cold, they felt cold chills run through their bones whenever they found out, oh shit, she was telling the truth. Now you got a stronghold on their mind. They can't, I'm telling you, somebody ain't sleeping. You know, they ain't sleeping. And if you have liabilities, you are a liability. If all you do is lie, 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 and all you do is believe the lie, 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 you are a liability. Yep. They need to apologize. And that apology needs to be just as loud as that disrespect was. Now they want their soul tribe to come to the rescue. Shit. And they know that you are a divine mother. They know this. And they know that you tame their demons and everybody else's demons. They know you ain't afraid to get down with the devil. That's why you wear that motherfucking crown, because you know how to get down. Shit, they just thought that they didn't think that you was just going to have that beauty and wealth. You know? Like they tried to play you for a motherfucking fool. Who the fool now? And sometimes you got to play the fool to fool the fool who think they fooling you. So who the fool now? What's the message? Hi, Miss Mahogany Drag. How are you? What's the message? Anything else? We get ready to shut this down. Something about somebody's fifth house of pleasure and romance. They ain't looking for no pleasure or no romance right now. Somebody had a distorted view. Yeah, right now If somebody trying to talk them into something, they like, this is a hard motherfucking pass. No. They're like, no. They feel like they've been through enough. This could have been a sibling, a rival, something, and you've been given spiritual authority over this whole situation. Spirit is in the house, and they big mad. You don't give a shit, especially because they got that fucking victim mentality. But really, you know what? They was trying to steal your gift. You don't give a shit, but it's divine timing that they couldn't do it. Yes, because you are tuned in. You are a torchbearer. You are a seer. You are a high priestess. And this motherfucker is sitting here suffering in silence because they didn't really believe that you have the spirit, your ancestors, your angels, your archangels are here and protecting you. They didn't believe that shit. I bet you they believe that now. I bet you they believe that now. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate y'all. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We have just Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 more days until Christmas. So I am going to be online on Christmas. Christmas all day long. Well, as long as you see me online, I should say. Then we'll just be, if y'all have questions, we'll be doing free questions, okay? Thank you so very much. J Mike, thank you so very much. I swear I have the best moderator. I appreciate him so much. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to put Miss Sasha Pooh into the bed. It is past her bedtime. You hear her. And she's about ready to go. All right. Good night, y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see you in the morning. Bye now. Okay, Sasha.